Hello my friends, today I'm going to be doing a little demo with, just this palette, like, whatever. This is the Desi and Katy times Dose of Colors collection, and this is their Friendcation palette, and this palette is my friend. I love this thing. Now, I already knew, not even from the packaging, I already knew this palette was going to be amazing because Dose of Colors makes some of the best eyeshadows. Now, I always say, if a brand can make a good shimmer, okay, well, that's whatever. Everyone can make a good shimmer. But to make a really good matte is a little bit more tricky, and they do it so well. I wish they came out with more palettes like this. A lot of the palettes that Dose of Colors comes out with are all matte, which are really, really amazing. But I like personally to have something that has shimmers and mattes that I can do full and complete looks with. So you do get 5 mattes and 5 shimmers in here. You get neutrals, pops of color, you get a highlighting shade, you get some mid-tone transitions, dark outer corner, and these fabulous shimmers. A lot of people say that they're comparable to the Block Party shadows, which I do think is a better deal if you buy this, because those Block Party shadows are $20 a piece. So if you were to pay for just the Block Party like eyeshadows in this palette, the shimmers, you'd be paying like double the price of what this palette is, and you're getting mattes. So I really like this, and if you're kind of like, oh, I don't know, on the fence about the Block Party shadows, maybe get this instead and try them out to see if you want to spend the money on an individual shade, because of course those are in a ton of colors. But I would like to say thank you so much, Dose of Colors, for looking out for all of the people who are ballers on a budget, because they have Afterpay, and that's basically where you can split your entire payment into 4 separate payments every 2 weeks. And this palette only cost me $9 the first time. And I think that that's really affordable, because, you know, I don't have like $50 to drop on a palette, you know, right away. So to have that option is amazing, and you can do it on anything on their website. And I know a lot of people that have codes. I wish I had a code. I don't have a code, but there are people that do have codes. So I don't think it works on this collection, but anything else on their website you can get. Their collection came with this eyeshadow palette, came with 2 liquid lipsticks, 2 lip glosses, 2 lipsticks, and 2 highlighters. Some of the stuff was stuff that they brought back from their last collection that everyone died over, and then some stuff is new. I think the whole collection looks fabulous, but I think if you get anything, get this, because it's so good. Now, I went ahead and did finger swatches of some of the mattes for you guys. The first one here is this off-white shade. This is Basic. Then you have Cheens right next to it. It's like this brown shade. Then you have like a kind of like lighter, almost cool toned transition, but has a little warmth in there. This is called Necessary. Then skipping right down below it is a red shade in Girl Bah. And then, of course, Churro is this nice, warm brown transition. I know, I'm sorry, I don't have the best lighting, and I know it's blinding you right now. That's why I'm showing you these swatches. Now for some finger swatches of the fabulous shimmers, of course. Oh, let me turn this right side up. Of course, we have Dirty Money. That'll be the shade that I'm working with today. Then you have A Moment, because, I mean, look at this. This is A Moment. Your eyes shoot right here when you see this. Then you have Try Me. Try Me. And then you have Just a Kiss. This is Just a Kiss. And then the last one is Game Over, because when you use this, game over, bitches. So I've already gone ahead and done my base and my brows and everything. So the eyelids are primed, but I'm going to put some of Basic just all over the lid on a clean brush, just sweeping this all over. Because you know me, I like to set the primer with a powder so that everything goes on a lot more smooth. And this doesn't have to be like anything, just like do. And you don't actually have to use this one. You can use whatever like translucent powder you want, or white eyeshadow, or whatever the case may be. Now, the same brush that I just put that one on with, I'm going to go in with the shade Necessary. It's like this light transition, and I'm going to blow that out in my crease. So I'm just dabbing off the excess and then putting this all over. Kind of starting in the crease and then building it up toward the brow. And again, this doesn't have to be very precise as long as you're putting it in that crease and kind of blowing it upward. and blending till your fingers bleed. I'm telling you. The blend. That's what eyeshadow is all about. You want to know how to put eyeshadow on? You blend. You just keep blending away. And I do like to concentrate most of it on the outer corner and then bring it over. So it's like I buff, bring it over, buff, bring it over. So that's how I kind of do. Buff, bring it over. So I'm just doing about 2 layers of this. So of course, you know me, I'm looking in the mirror, so I'm looking up close, but you do want to step back and kind of make sure these look even. These look pretty good, so now I can go with my next shade. So now I'm taking a little bit more of a smaller brush. This is a Morphe M443, and I'm going to go in with Choro down here and put that a little bit lower in the crease. So I don't want to bring it up as high. I kind of want to keep it right above where my lid is. And I'm also ever so slightly dipping into the shade, like just 1-2 little touches, and then I'm going in. Now I still want Choro to be able to show in the crease, but I don't want it too high up. So it's a little bit trickier. So what I do is I keep the eye closed and I start to go in, and then I will open and just drag it across the top. You know, see what I'm saying? So that when I'm looking at it, I can still see the shadow. Because sometimes when you have hooded eyes, if you look, like close the eye and then put the shadow on, when you open the eye, there's barely anything there. So you gotta kind of work it a little bit and look down, place it, buff it, and then look up and place the rest of it. Pro tip. I'm just going to keep blending this until I feel like there's absolutely no more product on the brush. Again, keeping it toward the outer corner and then buffing in. Okay, switching over to an even smaller brush. This is the Morphe E17. It is a little tiny blade brush, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit of cheens, just barely touching it, doop doop, tapping off the excess, and I'm going to go right in the outer corner. That's all I'm doing, a tiny bit in the outer corner. And again, just make sure we're looking back at it, look back at it, look back at it, look back at it. That looks pretty good for now. We can always go in and deepen it up, but I want to go in and do the shimmer first, and then add more to the outer corner, and then add a little more shimmer. So now I'm taking some NYX glitter primer on a MAC 195 brush. Oh my gosh, if you want a brush for cut crease, this is your friend. I'm literally going right in the corner, and I'm just pulling it over, kind of shaping where I want this, and then patting on the primer. Ooh, it is nice and ticky. Now I am going to use my MAC 242 to kind of put the base layer on, and then I'll use my finger to tap on even more. Oh my gosh, you guys. Guys, what in God's green shadow is this? Oh my gosh. This looks fire. It looks a little crazy, but I'm gonna fix it. Okay, so now that I have my green applied, I mixed a little bit of cheens and choro together, and I'm just going to use that to kind of blend everything on this side. I'm going back in with my M443, just barely touching into churro just by itself, and just going over the top of this. Now I'm going to go in with basic on that fluffy brush again, tapping off the excess and just blending the top part of this, the edges. We don't want no seams here. We don't want no seams. Okay, now that we have this all nice and blown out and looking nice, I'm going to take a little more of Dirty Money, but on my finger, and just kind of press that in. Woohoo! Now I'm going to take my Morphe M432. It's a little flat definer brush, and I'm just going to go in with Cheens, the darkest shade, darkest matte shade, and drag that on my lower lash line a little. And drag it on the bottom lash line a little. Then I'm going to go back in with this little Morphe brush and go in with a mixture of Churro and Necessary and just smoke this out. Again, I'm going to take a clean brush and just go right under there, just buffing and making sure that it looks seamless. Now on my Morphe E24, my favorite inner corner highlight brush, I'm going to take Just a Kiss and take Just a Kiss and put it right in her. Okay, I have finished off the look with some lashes and some mascara, and now I can finish off with the highlighter and the lip. So I'm going to go in with my Ofra Glow Up palette, or All Glowed Up palette, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to mix these three shades, Rodeo Dry, Blissful, and Star Island. What I like to do is I like to go boop, 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 and then put this on ever so slightly. Is it weird that I have been into, not a natural highlight, but I have been into highlighting very small areas, not just going like, you know, I've been like very demure about it. I know, you're like, Marge, shut the hell up. And I've been into like blending out my highlight to filth. Who am I? Who am I? But I am highlighting all the usual places that I highlight above the brow. Now I'm going to take my favorite 03 Nude lip liner from Milani, and I'm going to take a gloss from Morphe, and this is in the shade BoHo. I'm so extra. I had to coat my entire lips in gloss. You know how some people, they say just do the center? No. That's just too weird for me. I need the whole thing. I need everything. I need it all. Alright, baby dolls. This is the final look. What do you guys think? Do we love a green eyeshadow? I love green eyeshadow. I was always one of those people that I was like, oh no, browns, has to be brown, neutral gold. And then one day I tried a green eyeshadow and I was like, why haven't I used this? I don't know. I think it's a great way to like play with color, but still neutral. Like, oh my god, you guys, and the shine. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking at myself in the mirror for the next like 20 minutes. Oh my god, I love this look. Alright guys, well, that's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. I highly recommend this palette. It was already in a favorites video of mine, so I don't know why I'm doing like a review portion. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I love that you guys like and support and comment and subscribe and all that good stuff to my channel. Bye guys!